It's here. It's here. It's here. Private Beta 2 is here, and it is gorgeous. This right here is exactly what you're going to want to do on your very first run to make sure that you're starting off on the right foot. When you first step into the game, you actually start off with 2 random Tier 0 Illuvials and 3 shard fragments. I love that they do this because this means that you don't have to waste your first run going on a mining mission for those starter shards. And it gives you a bit more of a fighting chance in encounters when your ranger has a little bit of backup. Since we already have what we need, we don't even need to go anywhere else in Sancta. Just choose your starting region. In Private Beta 2, there are 3 to choose from: Brightland Steppes, Abyssal Basin, and Crimson Waste. Now, if you're new to Illuvium and don't feel totally comfortable with the controls, I would stick to Brightland Steppes. This, by far, is the easiest region to traverse, as there are no pits of acid, and while you certainly can fall off cliffs into the never-ending sky, it's less likely to happen. In this region, you can run, jump, or bubble float your way to just about any area. If you're a more experienced gamer, I would base your choice off your starter Illuvials. Personally, when I begin, I try to build off my current team. So if I start off with Earth and Fighter Illuvials, I try to catch more of the same to strengthen the team that I already have. If you have Fire or Earth, I would head on over to Crimson Waste. If you got Air, stick with Brightland Steppes. And if you got Water or Nature, go ahead and dive into Abyssal Basin. You're probably tempted to jump straight into a zone 1 or 3, but trust me, your first run is best building up a team. Once you enter a stage 0 region, the first thing you'll want to do is get into encounters. At this stage in the game, it's worth scanning the encounters just to make sure that you can actually win the encounter. When you lose, it's a bit obnoxious because you'll spawn back at the obelisk and have to travel all the way back to where you last left off. Ideally, aim to enter encounters with 3 or less enemy Illuvials. Once you win an encounter, you're just going to go ahead and toss a shard right on top of the Illuvial and let Mozart do the rest. Now, don't be disheartened if a bunch of them get away, if most of them get away. You don't have any upgrades, you have no increased your capture power, so this is highly likely. Now, once you've used all of your shards, you'll really want to spend the rest of your energy on mining out the Tier 0 region. The resources from mining can be used for some Tier 0 weapons, but most importantly, they're what you're going to need to upgrade your jetpack and boots. Now, you can pretty well get along with the basic, but it can be night and day once you get to the advanced. Now, that distance between advanced and supreme, it's nice, but you don't have to have it. The advanced, my opinion, I have to have. There are also plants that you could harvest, but at this stage in the game, they're kind of just a waste of time. Plants give you essences, which you can use to craft augments. And while those are helpful in the overworld, they're really going to play a larger role in the arena. And as PvP is not out yet, and they haven't implemented the ability to build decks with what we have caught in the overworld, it's just not worth your energy at the moment. Ignore the plants. From here, your options are wide open. You can stay in the stage 0 region and continue to catch Tier 0s and mine resources to max out your gear, or you can head on over into the higher stages. And let's be real, that's what you want to do. Just be aware that once you do enter one of those higher stages, your first run will have to be a mining run, as fragmented shards can only be used to catch Tier 0 Illuvials. Say it with me. Fragmented shards can only be used on Tier 0s. In particular, keep an eye out for lazurite deposits. So far, from what I can tell, these are the deposits that I've gotten the rarest and highest number of shards from. But that's it for now. Catch something good? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, I'll see you in the overworld.